If you've ever wanted to change the background in a video you never shot on a green screen, you'll never need one again, because I put myself into 5 completely different worlds in one video with smooth transitions and no green screen. In this video, I'll guide you through the entire process of putting yourself onto any background in your video with AI, making it look like you're actually there. First off, you need the video you'll use, and if you already have some footage, you're set. But if you don't have one, you don't even need a camera, because I'll show you how to make the whole video and even yourself with AI right now. The first thing I'll make is the character. And this step determines whether you stay looking like the same person throughout. I'll take a photo of my face, then I move into Higgsfield, and almost everything we're going to use in this process is inside this platform. I'll put the link in the description so you can follow the whole process. I move into Image tab above, upload the photo as reference, and click GPT Image 2. Then I prompt it for one single image split into 2 panels, a full body shot on one side and a close-up of my face on the other. Putting both angles on one image is about consistency. The video model sees my face and my whole body at once. So when it animates me, I don't turn into a different person every time the background changes. And you can see the background stays one even tone, so it's easier for the model to change it later. Then I need somewhere to be. So still in GPT Image 2, I prompt the location, just a plain tree-lined city sidewalk. And the whole thing looks like it was shot on a real camera, which makes it feel even more realistic. Now I'll turn those 2 images into the footage. I'll go up to the top bar on the left side, point to the video tab subcategory, and it unrolls the whole tab with all the tools. But what we need now is to go into Seedance 2.0, so I'll click on it. That redirects me to the tab where I can create the videos. I drag both images into the panel on the right, my character and the sidewalk, then I write the prompt for what I'm doing, walking along and talking to the camera, saying the line I want, and paste it into the box below. And make sure you use the right tags so the model knows what you actually want. I'll keep the duration at 9 seconds, resolution at 1080p, aspect ratio at 16:9, keep the audio turned on, and hit generate.
In this video, I'll show you to drop yourself into any location on Earth, without a green screen, without leaving home.
There are no weird cuts or jumps in my movement or speech, but it still doesn't sound exactly like me because I can hear it's an AI voice, so I'll change that quickly. Still in Higgsfield, I head to the audio tab on the left of the top bar, which rolls over the whole panel with the tools I can pick, so I'll click Change Voice, and that opens up a console where we can set up the audio for the scene we want. After clicking to change the voice, the right mode is already set on the left, as you can see, so I'll just drop my footage into the reference video box, hit Choose Voice, pick my own saved voice, then Generate. In this video, I'll show you to drop yourself into any location on Earth, without a green screen, without leaving home. And this sounds way better now, and I feel like I was actually there talking to a camera. So now I've got a video of me walking and talking to the camera that I never actually filmed in my own voice, ready to use anywhere. So the foundation's there, but right now it's still just me on one normal street, and that's what I'll change next. So I'll take that exact video and start dropping it into completely different places, and this is the part where you skip the whole green screen, the lighting setup, and the keying software. You give the AI your video and a picture of the background you want, and it rebuilds the whole scene behind you while you stay looking the same. And it looks consistent for one main reason. The video goes in as a video reference, and the background goes in as an image reference, so the AI never regenerates your face, walk, and voice. It only replaces what's behind you. For my first background, I want an old European street. I'll head back into the Image tab in the top bar, click GPT Image 2, and the settings are already set as I wanted by default, so I'll keep them as they are now, then paste the prompt. Then I'll head back over to the Video tab in the top bar and click Seedance 2.0, because it's the best tool for turning a reference photo you've already made into a video with this kind of precision. And it works a little differently from making the footage, because this time my video is the reference, not a starting image. I'll open the Upload Media panel on the left bar, go into Image Generations, drop in the street, and hit Check Eligibility to make sure everything looks good. Then I'll switch to Video Generations, pick my video, and save it as the video reference. I'll keep the duration at 9 seconds, resolution at 1080p, aspect ratio set to 16:9, keep audio turned on, and run the one prompt I'm reusing for every single swap after this. In this video, I'll show you to drop yourself into any location on Earth, without a green screen, without leaving home. And the whole thing looks pretty decent. I couldn't spot any inconsistencies, so we're good. Now every other background works the same way. I'll just create a new image in GPT Image 2, swap it in as the reference image, and then run the same prompt again. And you don't have to do these one at a time either. You can set a few of them to generate at once, so all 5 swaps come back together, instead of you having to wait on each one. Next, I want somewhere that looks nothing like a street, something way more surreal. So I make a wide Antarctic ice shelf, snow everywhere, with a couple of glaciers way off in the distance, and use that as the new reference image. In this video, I'll show you to drop yourself into any location on Earth, without a green screen, without leaving home. And this one obviously looks less natural than the last, but the overall result is still pretty nice. I like the little imperfections in the ice, and you can even see some penguins off in the distance, but a nearly empty scene like that is actually pretty easy for the AI to generate. Now I'll go somewhere busier, a fashion runway with stage lights and a crowd down both sides. Again, I'll follow the same steps as before, just with a new image. In this video, I'll show you to drop yourself into any location on Earth, without a green screen, without leaving home. And this one looks much worse than the previous ones to me, because there's a white glow around the edges of my head that makes it look like I was just pasted onto the shot. At least the background itself looks decent, but it was the hardest test for the model because a lot is going on in the scene. Now let's test it on something calmer, but still completely different from anything so far. I'll put myself into a Minecraft world, blocky grass and cube trees. In this video, I'll show you to drop yourself into any location on Earth, without a green screen, without leaving home. And it still looks consistent even when the background is nowhere near photoreal. The lighting on my face actually looks really well here though. Last one is the shot I really wanted to see, a narrow plank between two skyscrapers with the city way down below. In this video, I'll show you to drop yourself into any location on Earth, without a green screen, without leaving home. And the lighting looks great on this one too. There's nothing I'd really pick on, though the Antarctic one is probably still my favorite. So from just one video of myself, I've got 5 places that have nothing to do with each other, and the version of me in each one is identical. That's the entire green screen, replaced with a single reference image and a single prompt. Right now though, these are still 5 separate videos, and there's one last step before they all play as one. Now I made those 5 look easy, but you won't always get a clean one on the first try, so let me run you through what can go wrong and how to fix it. The most common one is your face or body changing a little, so you come out looking like a slightly different person. That almost always comes down to the video you use as a reference, which is exactly why I made a point of the clean background earlier. If it happens, go back to a video where you're clearly the main object on the screen and run it again. The other one is the background itself looking off even when you look fine. The perspective is wrong, or the lighting doesn't match the shot. That one's the background image rather than your video, so regenerate it to match the angle your footage was shot at, usually around eye level, with the same kind of lighting, and it comes back together. And the main thing to know is the AI gives you a slightly different result every single time, so if a swap comes out wrong and you can't tell why, just run the same thing again, and the next one is usually clean. So a bad swap almost always has a fix. You either give it a clearer video or run it one more time. Once every swap actually looks right, there's just one step left to turn them into a single video. So I'll take the footage and all 5 swaps into CapCut and line them up into one video. I'll use CapCut for this one specifically because for something this simple, you really don't need a full editor. Premiere Pro or DaVinci are built for long timelines, and opening one just to put 6 videos together is pointless. Also, CapCut is free, it runs in the browser, and it handles this in about a minute. You open up a link and you will see this button to try CapCut online for free. So you'll click it and then you choose your option to sign up. And you can do it with Google, Facebook, TikTok, or just by your email and fill in your details. Once I'm on the main page, I'll click New Video in the Popular Functions tab to get into the timeline. Then over in the media panel, I hit upload in the top left corner and attach there all 6 videos, the original footage plus the 5 background versions. I'll lay each video out in order, with the plain footage first so people see the normal starting point, then build up to the wildest one, and the plank between the skyscrapers goes last. Now here's what makes the whole video feel like one continuous shot instead of 6 separate videos played back to back. Every swap has the same audio and the same movement because they all came off the same video. So instead of playing each one in full, I'll keep the audio from one video running and cut the visuals over the top, switching the background while I'm still mid-sentence. That way, it looks like I'm talking straight through, and everything behind me just keeps changing. If you skip that and let every video play its own audio, you'll hear the same line 5 times over, which you definitely don't want. So that one move makes the whole effect work. Also, remember to keep the project at 1080p resolution and aspect ratio at 16:9 to match the videos. Otherwise, CapCut cuts or zooms them. Hit export. In this video, I'll show you to drop yourself into any location on Earth, without a green screen, without leaving home. And that plays back as one finished video. And overall, the whole thing flows cleanly, without any weird transitions or lighting that jumps between scenes, so I'm happy with it. And if you want this for shorts, TikTok, or Reels, you don't have to re-edit anything. I'll take the finished video back into Higgsfield, open reframe, and it turns the full 16:9 cut into a vertical 9:16 one. I'll use that instead of just cutting the sides off in CapCut because reframe tracks me and keeps me centered the whole way through, so I never end up walking half out of frame when it changes to vertical. So the same same edit gives me a wide version for YouTube and a vertical one for shorts. And a video like this often does better as a short anyway. So that's one video of me now in 5 completely different places, and everyone looks like I actually went and filmed there, all from a single 9-second video, and I never touched a green screen to do any of it. And the craziest part is that you don't need a studio or a flight anywhere to do it either. But still, it takes a long time to put all of this together and make it look natural if you need to switch platforms and models all the time. So sign up to Higgsfield with my link in the description so you have everything in one place and put your own video into a brand new background. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.